Welcome to beautiful May 20th. Um, I'm having the biggest countdown of my life. This is taking me back to some spaces that I am having to energy heal myself so much because I'm being taken back to like the craziness of waiting for my daughter to be born and counting down the days, or the craziness of being on a deployment. Um, just so impatiently waiting for my car. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of bumming rides off of people. And if you've been watching anything to do with the automobile industry, there is a shortage of chips that go into cars that are associated with like the safety features and how they all run now. This are so computer um, automated that there's no chips. And so I sold my vehicle thinking that I could get another one. And then I had to go through a dealership to place an order because there are no vehicles available, and didn't realize that there was this chip shortage. And so I sold my vehicle not knowing that. And now they're like, yeah, so there's a delay, and I probably won't get my vehicle until the middle of July. So it's like, oh, like you don't realize what you have until you don't have it. So if you have a vehicle that you can just go get into and go to work and go anywhere, like get rid of it for a little bit and you'll realize that, like, gratitude, right? It is difficult to have to ask for rides and have someone pick you up and drop you off. And I just need to go make a bank deposit and I have to borrow someone's car and la la la. So I'm back on this countdown, but it's taking me so back to like being on a deployment where I wake up every day. You want to talk about Groundhog Day? Deployments are the ultimate Groundhog Day. You wake up every single freaking day, you do the same thing every day, and it is so monotonous, and there's no color anywhere. So everything is this tan, brown, beige color. When I say everything, I'm not even exaggerating. All the buildings, everybody's wearing beige uniforms in this sand tan color. Like our aircraft, they're all gray. Like everything is so drab that when you come home from a deployment and you stop in your first location on your way back, the green of stuff is like mind boggling. Um, and honestly, people coming off of a deployment, now that I understand energy healing, I'm like, yeah, you have an imbalance with a color. Absolutely. Because that is what you've been looking at for days. And it's just taking me back to that, like, meals. So they have the same food every day on that day for a week. So, like, Friday is pasta, Tuesday is tacos, whatever. But it's the same thing every day on that day of the week. It does not change at all. So when you do that continuously for months, it gets to be very emotionally just blah. It's tough. It's tough. Anyway, so I'm really trying not to go back to that space or the countdown of when Kinley was coming. And I was just like, oh, every day, what's going to happen? What's it going to be like? What's going to happen when she's born? What am I going to go through? And just that resonating every day, thinking about it, right? You wake up and you're like, oh, I'm still in this space. It's like hanging on there. So it's interesting how our subconscious connects things. And we just always don't even recognize or thinking about it. So how do we get out of this space? Because it's not a pretty place to live in. We have to relax and allow things to flow. The other morning, I was looking for something and I was like, I cannot find this. And it was really driving me crazy. And I'm like, okay, just relax and allow your mind to open. And with intention of just thinking that, doing nothing more besides taking a deep breath and being like, huh. Immediately I knew where it was. I was like, oh, I set it over there. It's crazy. It's just the most beautiful phenomena of how You release the resistance, you release your mind focusing on this. And you're like, oh, there it is. Relax, breathe, and flow is what we're going to call that. And then you get a boom. So the relax, the breathe, the flow, and boom. Then there it is. The idea will come to you. You'll find what you're looking for. Maybe you're really struggling with a decision that you need to make. And you're like just so overwhelmed with it. If you are what I call catastrophically focused on this problem, you just resonate a catastrophic outcome. So you're just manifesting and making the problem even bigger than it is. So same thing. Relax, breathe, stop focusing on it. So with intention, if you're like, well, how do I stop thinking about it? It's really easy. You almost in the moment be like, okay, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it right now. Who's coming down the driveway? I'm going to feel it right now. I'm going to think about it. Yes, I feel it. I let it resonate. I'm feeling I feel the frustration. I feel the worry. Even put your hand on your heart. I feel the worry. I feel the frustration. I feel this overwhelming. And you'll notice that by letting yourself fully resonate, fully feel the emotion, it releases. It releases. And you'll start to feel the flow. And you're like, oh, and then you can start thinking, okay, does this decision resonate with me? What is that decision bringing for you? Think about the decision to do it one way. Feel, is it flowing? Does it feel like it's flowing? Think about the decision to do it the other way. That one doesn't feel like it's flowing so much. Ooh, there's some resistance going on there. It's a beautiful process. So I was doing this morning. I was thinking, okay, I literally just sit down to do an energy healing session and stuff is just flowing, right? And sometimes I'll run across the way another practitioner is doing it, or sometimes I run across the way that another program or whatever. And I'm like, is this resonating with me? And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I'm like, well, wait, right? Because then I can get into this catastrophic mindset of my own that I'm like, am I doing it wrong? And then I think to myself, no, I'm not, because this is how this works. For anybody that's open-minded and is getting energy healing, there are specific people that you are aligned with that you will be able to have help you to align your body to heal. Everyone is not for everyone. You can think of it as like, okay, potentially there are people contracted to other people. It's not really a contract, right? But it's like, oh, it's no different than when you're being taught in school, right? Certain teachers, you're like, man, I love that teacher. That teacher really resonates with me. So there are people that resonate with you on a spiritual level, on a vibrational level. So those people that resonate with me are going to also resonate with the way that I feel when I'm working on something. So let's say that I run across a specific way to say something and I'm like, yeah, like that just doesn't feel correct to me. And so I'm like, okay, relax, flow, what wording comes to me? And then I'll blah, blah, blah. And out it comes. And I'm like, ooh, that's beautiful. That resonates with my higher self. It's not the way another practitioner is doing it, but it's the way that resonates with me. And it's the way that's going to resonate with the people that are being brought to me that I'm going to help. It's what's resonating with them. And it's a beautiful concept, right? Vibrate at your own level, vibrate at your own frequency. Do not try to fit yourself into a box. And so you can use this with anything. It doesn't have to be, obviously mine is my experience with what I'm telling you, but this can be for anything. If you're in a job and you're like, this process that we're doing here at work, this process is not resonating with me. It's not flowing. It's not working. Let yourself feel it. Ooh, what about this is creating a block for me? Put your hand on your heart and just feel it. Be like, ooh, it's this part of it. Okay. Release it, let it flow. How can I make this better for myself? And you'll watch and stuff will pop up into your head. As I did this morning with, man, I got to create a course. What am I worried about? Okay. Ooh, I'm worried about the fact that if I create a course, no one will want to do it. Okay. What about that is creating this problem for me? I don't want to feel failure. I have fear. If I create a course, then nobody wants to do it. And then I'm like resonating with it. Okay. Do I care? No. So what? I create a course and no one wants to do it. Fantastic. Great. I'll do it anyway. I don't care that no one wants to do it. I still am resonating with my soul and I get out of that space and now I don't care, right? Like what if I'm worried about what other practitioners will think? I don't care what other practitioners will think. Anyone that's being judgmental doesn't understand the process and the beauty of people resonating with my self. Release it, let it go. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself when you do this process. Be honest with yourself when you're doing this exercise. Why am I having an issue with my relationship? Be honest, let it resonate. Look deeply, feel it. Feel it in all aspects. Is there something that I'm creating here that's creating a problem in my relationship? Am I being resistant to being loved? Am I being resistant to letting my partner be their own identity? Am I trying to be too controlling? Am I trying to be too controlling for whatever? Like, sit in the moment, allow the process, be real and honest with yourself. And when you really feel it, you'll watch that you'll be able to let it flow. And it just feels good. Okay. All right, let's talk for a second. Changes. Changes are coming. Changes are beautiful. So I have to make a change. And it's resonating with me as it's beautiful. So it's going to be a beautiful, positive change. So the end of the school year for my kidlets is next Friday. So starting the following week, I'm making an adjustment to my own schedule. So I will be going into work at my corporate job earlier than I am now. And so I will be adjusting the time that I go live every day. Now, I am not 100% sure what time is going to be the best because I'm still working through that. And I can't decide if I'm going to dedicate myself to a specific time that I'm going to go live at night, or I'm just going to hop on when it's convenient for myself. I haven't gotten into that space yet, so I'm not really sure. But I'm going to go live later on in the day. So I'm not going to go live in the mornings anymore, but I will go live in the evenings. And I know everybody's on different time zones, so it's, a little bit difficult to say, like, I know if I go live at 8, then you guys on the Eastern time zone are at 10, and maybe that's too late. I don't know. I haven't resonated that with myself and let it flow yet, but I still will go live every day. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll sporadically do it at different times during the week. I'm not sure. It is summertime and I like to enjoy some ability to flow as well. And so I might just hop on when I'm outside with the horses and chat with you for 15 minutes. I might hop on with you when I'm at the park with Tayson and chat with you for 15 minutes. The thing of it is, you can always come back on and find my post and figure out whatever time it was, right? You don't always have to catch me live if it's not convenient for you, because I'm really feeling like the flow is just going to be it. Yeah, that's how we're going to go with that. So there you go. All right, let me share with you my socks. Your last day of school, Amber, last day of school is for you is today. I know everybody is kind of on a different schedule and I've seen lots of people graduating. Okay, I'm wearing Thrilling Thursday. So Lisa, you'll like this because you're into the Manic Monday, Taco Tuesday, all that stuff. So Thrilling Thursday, Jack socks. I also have my Buzz Off shirt because I think I might have to go to the grocery store today, and I need it. I need it to go out in public. I'll still do Monday nights, Amber. My Monday nights will still be dedicated. There's still going to be the Soul Deliciousness, and they'll still be at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it'll just be the rest of the week that I'm not 100% sure when I will pop on. Let's just do it for a week. Let's see how it goes. My summertime schedules, just like your guys's, are all over the place. Jason's going to be playing baseball. I still have no idea when that's going to be. I don't know what time the games are. I don't know what time the practices are. So it makes it really hard for me because I already have to reschedule all of my clients for those weeks. And so, you know, bear with me. Flexibility. Flexibility is the key to air power. We had that in the military. That was our mantra. Flexibility, key to air power, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. All right, you guys, love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't forget to just vibe on your own level. Do your own thing. Stop trying to fit in. It's a beautiful process to just be yourself. Okay, see you tomorrow. Love you guys.